folks? Kyle from Bookmakers Review. And yes, we've got Major League Baseball coming to a close, heading into the postseason. We've got the NFL heading into week 3. But also, right around the corner, we do have the NBA season approaching. Of course, big news today in the NBA with the head coach of the Celtics. But we're going to talk about some other teams and their season win totals. Now, again, I've told you this many times. I don't like to lock my money up for 8 months on minus 125, minus 105. That's not something I do. But if that's something you're into, we're going to talk about some win totals. So let's talk about our first team, the Atlanta Hawks. Got this total at over 46. It's juiced to minus 130. And look, I think they get over this. I like the Hawks. I like this roster. Of course, they bring in DeJounte Murray from the Spurs. The Hawks should be a good team in the Eastern Conference. They're going to be right there with Trae Young and Murray. I do think the Hawks have a good shot at going over 46. Our next team, the Miami Heat, their total's at 49. It's dead even, minus 115, minus 115 both ways as it sits right now. Are they a 50-win team? They can be. They've battled injuries. Jimmy Butler will miss some games. How will Victor Oladipo come back? A lot of questions for me there. It's one I'm not going to touch. I would say 49's right on point. They're probably 47 to 50 wins, right in that range. That's where I'd put them, so I probably won't be putting any money on that. Our next team's the Charlotte Hornets. Their total's at over 36.5. It's juiced to minus 130. I do think they get over a great offense if they can figure out a way to play defense. The Charlotte Hornets could be a good basketball team. They can score on anybody. LaMelo Ball is fantastic. That offense is terrific. Can they stop people on the defensive end is going to be the big question this year. But I do think they're good enough to get over 36.5. It's just unfortunate. It's juiced at minus 130. The Washington Wizards are our next team. And look, I don't have a great feel for this team. Bradley Beal's future with the team is always up in the air at every trade deadline. I did like what Kyle Kuzma and company did for them last year. Their total's at 35.5. That seems about right. I'm not going to mess with it either way. A tough team to figure out, but they're going to be a lot of fun for daily fantasy and daily props. There's going to be a lot of points scored by those Washington Wizards. And our final team, the Orlando Magic. And look, their total's at 27. Over 27 is juiced to minus 125. Am I taking any juice on the Magic to succeed? I am not. This is a team that frequently gets rid of their good players at the trade deadline and tries to tank. You're probably going to see that again this year. So I would probably take the better price, minus 105 at the under than the over. Not a lot going on for the Orlando Magic. Don't forget, if it's winning picks you want, we got you covered right here at Bookmakers Review. Have a great week. And of course, good luck on all of your future wagers.